to the Elite Brothers group in the Bros We Trust podcast.
We gotta stay more consistent with this, but we're in the process of, if you can't see, we just got a new office again.
Yep.
And it's been a major upgrade. But first things first, let's say a big shout out to our sponsors, Hooters.
Every time.
Why? Oh, are we recording on our phones?
Get the
Every
chicken
time
breast.
if we actually get a sponsor, hey, we heard you guys podcast and we want to sponsor you boys.
Yeah.
Wait, who did, we were just listening to something, and their
Barstool.
sponsor. Oh, was it?
Barstool, yeah, it was Barstool, wasn't it?
Was there?
Hooters.
Hooters was their first.
And so is ours. I'll take the
So
chicken
is
breast.
ours.
Hold the chicken.
All right, so what's different about this podcast
Well,
this time around?
we got a brand new building. A brand new room
You hear
New
that?
in Gilbert.
Oh,
we got
yeah,
a
we're
little
doing it at
whiskey.
nighttime, too.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
a little
We're
frisky
after
with the
hours.
whiskey.
Some of us aren't morning people. Myself.
Some of us are not night people. It's way past my bedtime.
Way
I'm
past
a
my
night
bedtime.
person, so
I'm usually
I'm
in
feeling
bed
more
already.
awake this
What time
time.
is it?
I'm up. Got my glass of whiskey ready to
What
go.
What kind of whiskey is that?
It's
bourbon.
disgusting.
You're drinking neat.
Weller, straight from Kentucky.
Weller.
The original.
Weller.
We did bourbon.
Yum.
Bourbon.
I only
Bourbon.
like, you know what? I only drink the margaritas. I drink the Saki Bomb.
You guys know the difference between
I
bourbon
drink
and
the-
whiskey?
Bourbon is only made in America, right?
Really?
And whiskey, there's multiple places that make whiskey.
Worldwide.
Whiskey,
Yeah, so
Mr.
all-
Worldwide. Pitbull actually makes
all bourbon is whiskey,
All whiskey.
but not all whiskey is bourbon. If that makes sense.
Right.
And does Mr. Worldwide make the whiskey?
Mr. Worldwide, I don't know. He makes a lot of songs
Mr.
for
Mr.
Fast and
Worldwide,
Furious.
the booty poppers, and good music.
Mr. Worldwide's a man.
I went to
Para la gente.
his concert. I mean, I think in like November, and it was actually
Wait,
better.
you did?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember he was here.
yeah.
And
He was
then
here in
some of
September.
some of our dancers from Electro did like a show.
Well, I
Also,
went to go see
too.
one of our friends because she dances for. She was opening up for Pitbull, but what's her name?
Abigail?
No, Abby. But who does she dance for?
Pitbull.
The girl that
Iggy Azalea.
Iggy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Iggy.
Iggy.
No, but what dancer?
Abigail.
Remember that?
J-Mo's-
When she was, speaking,
J-Mo's
she was
girl.
rapping in
Oh,
Japanese.
really?
Yeah. She dances.
She was on
for
Tiger
Iggy.
Marks,
Yeah, okay.
Tiger
Tiger
Marks,
Tiger Marks.
One away tween.
Now she got OnlyFans. You know that?
Well,
just
she got
released it
that.
this
Iggy
week.
got
They
that,
just stooped that low.
Huge, like fake ass.
Oh,
and it's
golly, man.
insane. It looks
Album
uncomfortable, but
album sales must not be doing too good, right? Words of Dr.
Oh,
Dre.
probably not. She's making
She's on
bank
tour.
though now.
You were at that Pitbull concert?
yeah,
Wasn't that? That was September 18th.
September. Yeah, so Abby got us tickets it. And
Wild.
it
I
was
didn't
know the
crazy.
date.
It's September
Pitbull-
18th because it was
Pitbull's
one of my
live.
clients.
He's pretty crazy.
One of my clients based their entire transaction around the Pitbull
No way.
concert. Yeah, I swear. This
Let me
lady
explain.
this lady in her like 50s, at least in her 50s. I think she might have been in her 60s. Massive Pitbull fan. I walked into her house with my head like this, and she's like, first thing she said to me was, "You remind me of Pitbull." Later, I find out
Wonder
that
why.
she is a massive Pitbull fan.
That's funny.
She literally, like, her whole transaction, everything had to be like, September 18th is a Pitbull concert. Like, I have to at least be in my house through September 18th.
That's
So
funny.
everything I
Wow.
negotiated the whole way through was all surrounding
That's
the Pitbull concert.
funny.
So what'd you tell buyers agents? Did you tell them that?
Yeah, I
she
was like,
needs to
hey,
be in
like,
the-
I was like, she has to be in the house till the 18th. It's the Pitbull concert. She's a huge Pitbull fan. She was moving to Miami, I think, because there were more like
Pitbull. fans.
Pitbull
fans?
fans
Wow.
and like more
She
of a
can relate
Pitbull.
to?
Yeah, more
He's a
of a
nice
vibe.
guy. We actually met him.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. He was on
ABDC.
stage with us.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah,
We
he's a great
Capoeira
guy.
week.
Capoeira.
Oh yeah, if you go on America's
Yeah.
Best Dance Crew season 7, Pitbull week, it was our
Episode
worst
5,
episode.
6.
Worst
People
show I've
always
ever
people
done.
always say that.
But-
That was a good. I still think it was a
We
good.
thought
set.
it was because we got it done so quick.
That's what I. Yeah.
Yes.
We're like
too easy.
Capoeira.
Sometimes
Some
martial
things,
arts,
yeah,
sometimes
things come
being
too
fast
easy. Yeah.
Isn't the best.
Dude, I thought it was tough.
Ask my wife.
What? She didn't like it?
Oh no.
No.
Oh my god. Whatever, man.
No, he said sometimes being fast isn't the best. So I said, yeah, true.
Oh. I did miss that.
God damn, this whiskey is disgusting.
That's good. It's
It's
bourbon.
what I'm drinking
It's how
is
it's supposed to
better.
taste.
It's a man's drink.
It is a man's drink.
It's a man's drink.
I got no chest hair. Actually, I do, but I shave it.
Me
I
too.
think I
Do you,
eat-
do you use a
I do.
Bic?
No, I use a shaver, like an actual razor to shave my chest.
Like what I use on my head, like an
actual razor.
straight up razor.
Yeah.
razor. You do?
I use
You
a
don't get,
razor
like,
for
bumps?
everything.
No.
I do,
Oh, you have to-
but I
I've been shaving
don't.
for so long,
I don't
so-
do it up very often. If you don't do it ever,
I do like
very
once a
often,
week.
Yeah,
I shave my body like
Yeah.
once a week.
Same.
yeah. I don't like getting.
You
super
shave your
hairy.
arms too, huh?
I do.
Do you guys shave
I
your
do
arms?
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I shave my
Yeah.
arms too. Yeah.
I
so,
broke.
so you can see my tattoos a little better.
I broke my wrist in high school, and I had to get it casted, right? And then when I got off, it was like all skinny and white,
Oh, yeah.
and it was super hairy and like disgusting. It was nasty.
It looks like
So-
what's that
Yeah.
guy on Power Rangers when he's like all dead? He's like more. It's not more.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about from the movie, though, right?
Zordon.
That's what my exactly. That's
Zeus?
what my arm looked like.
Zordon?
Yeah.
When he's
Yeah.
dead at the
So
end?
I
Oh,
decided
wow.
to start shaving it, and then after that, I just
Look
kept
like
it
a
a habit.
naked mole rat.
Interesting.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was nasty.
Sexy.
I saw my chest hair in a picture one time, and it was like fully grown out.
Are you
and
furry?
literally,
Are you
I
a
was
furry guy?
disgusted. I'm getting furrier with
They're
age.
getting
Oh,
older.
no.
As I
Really
lose
weird.
more hair on my head, it grows different
My
places.
back-
on
How's that
my
work?
body.
You know where I'm
My
seeing
back
hair?
is
the
hairy now.
worst.
My
dude.
ears are going hair now.
Are
Like,
they
what the
really?
What the heck?
Oh,
I
damn.
had
I
to
haven't
find
gotten
out.
any
I
ear hair
realized
yet.
I had hair in my ear. My
How?
barber started shaving my ear. And I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
He's all, let me get this for you.
No warning, just started.
Right.
Yeah.
in my ear. I was like,
Dang.
I kind of like it though when they
getting
do
old,
that.
man. We're getting
Hair in your
old.
ear?
No, when they shave it.
Oh, when they shave it?
They turn
I haven't
you
been to a barber in.
He's all, yeah, right there, baby.
Slow down, baby.
Slow down, baby.
on. Slow down, baby.
Slow down, baby.
so
Yo. If you
I
say
like-
that shit again, I'm gonna have to get you off the chair. Okay, I'm sorry. I won't say it again.
He's all,
Slow down. baby.
Gross.
oh man.
Oh, you have muscle. Now what are we talking about?
Why'd you give him an accent?
Oh shit! Don't drop
Yeah,
the Lee
where's your
Brothers
barber
sign.
from?
Right, what barber are you going to, dog? sounds like something else, dog. A massage parlor.
Damn.
I need a massage.
Cheers. Let's do
Cheers.
Cheers.
Elite Brothers Group.
Elite Brothers. Cheers.
started
George,
a new,
George, we didn't tap.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
what's
Starting
new?
a new
What's new with
adventure.
Elite?
New?
So we got a new building, new office. We got 7
Yeah.
people on the team. We're moving. We're a brand new team, real estate team.
Right.
We've been best friends and brothers for a long time, but starting a new business industry, starting a new team, trying to figure it out as we go. That's
Yeah.
the best way to do it. I
Yeah.
think.
So right now we're listing agents and we help on the buy side too. So we help buy, but we're like venturing out a little bit, right? Our new building. We're no longer in a dance studio anymore, right? We are in House of Viking.
House of
Shout out
Viking.
House of Viking.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
to Luke and Jake for taking us in.
Yeah.
They're going to teach us a whole new
Yeah.
side of real estate. The side of real estate that I've been like super excited to.
Yeah.
And I know you
Same.
guys have been super excited
Yeah.
too.
Oh heck yeah!
The
my
wholesale,
dream.
flip, invest, develop,
Right.
all that stuff.
My
All the
dream.
stuff that we don't do
Airbnb,
yet.
whole-
Airbnb,
All
long term,
things
short
real
term.
estate.
Yeah.
All things
Which is
real
dope
estate.
because I know last time we had a podcast, which was a while ago, but hopefully be more consistent now.
Yes.
I was saying,
Every
I was
Tuesday
saying,
at 8.
I was saying, I really want to like get a new skill. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is like putting me on track. I was a little nervous because I'm still kind of a newer agent. Although I'm on my 13th transaction right now.
That's what's up.
That's in the
Most
last
people
6
don't do
months.
that in 3 years.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Cool.
So I'm ready. I'm ready to just jump in and start learning other skills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Would you consider that a new goal for 2023? Anyone have
Absolutely.
different goals for this year?
More like stacking skills, stacking skill sets.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I'm riding with this, listing homes, selling them. I feel like I'm just riding a bike now. It's just so smooth and easy. The way that we set up our systems too at Elite Brothers, like we set up ourselves like so we can succeed,
Yep.
plug and play kind of thing with the listing specialist and Alex and a good transaction coordinator. Like the systems are in place, and now we could just ride off into the sunset. Bring new people on the team. If
Yeah.
you're, thinking about joining, come hit us up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like plug and play, so that gives us more time to learn different assets,
Yeah.
different skills.
Yeah.
And like I said, now we're going to start learning
Yeah.
how to do real estate investments, buying
Yeah.
properties, flipping them, Airbnbs,
Yeah.
wholesale, all of that. So
Yeah.
gives us time to really learn a new skill set, which is awesome.
I know for me this year too, like I'm already feeling like it didn't take me long. I mean, I've known this before, but it didn't, I guess the job reiterates how much I value my time. We spend a lot of time like traveling to listing appointments and then running a whole listing. And this year I want to get my time back. I really want to get my time back so that I can use it to grow, get more skills, do other things. Do you know what I'm saying?
What would you do with more time?
With more, I would spend more time with my wife, honestly. Like Anna and I, between the studio and real estate, it's hard to see each other. You know what I mean? She works extremely hard. I work extremely hard. And to get back time and for us to spend more time with each other,
What would you guys do together?
Oh man,
with more time.
Do you feel like it's taking a toll on your relationship?
It has taken its toll.
A new challenge?
But
she doesn't listen. You could say whatever.
It's taken a toll. It's not like things are terrible, but I can tell that if I don't make better decisions with my time, it could lead down a bad, road. So that's my point.
Was like she just misses you a lot?
She misses me a lot. I miss her a lot, obviously. And I'm not my love language isn't like quality time or affection. It's work. So my love language sometimes takes takes me away from her.
Gotcha.
Do you know what I mean? And because I feel like I work so hard and I do all these things that sometimes are not unnecessary.
What's her love language though?
It's quality time and affection.
Hers is
exactly.
My wife.
So you mean by work? You mean like
acts
your
of
love
service?
language, like work for yourself,
for other
yourself?
people, like
For
that,
other
like how I show.
Acts of service, working to provide. I would say.
Right.
Yeah.
So and that's what I'm talking. And because I like immerse myself so much in this, it is eating up a lot of my time. You know what I mean? So I want to get that time back so I can put it where I really want to.
I think George definitely struggles because I definitely struggle with this. Is the thing I'm struggling with now is the pressure of, and I could not only speak for all men, but pressure for men to provide.
Yeah.
For their families, the pressure of and then balancing that with, spending time with your wife who loves quality time, spending time with your kids if you have kids, and you don't want them to, like my oldest is already going on 5 years old, which is crazy. But it's balancing that it's balancing providing for your family, being the man, the household of what we're taught to be, and what we're not brainwashed, but kind of, right?
Yeah.
And then balancing your relationship and your relationship with your kids. That's what's difficult, especially if your wife and my wife are both quality time.
Yeah.
Kyle told me something cool today, and I asked, like, do you have any advice? Because I'm about to have a new baby girl, right, in March. You have any advice going into this? Because I'm new to this, and you gave me some really good advice.
Yeah, I was saying just like quality time stuff too. It's about the quality of the time, not the quantity of the time.
Yeah.
Like all of our wives, everyone wants quality time. My wife's love language is actually words of affirmation above anything else, but also quality time. And yeah, I think again, quality time, it's in the name. It's the quality of the time spent, not necessarily the amount of time spent.
Yeah.
So like being super intentional with the time you have, and like for my wife, so it's like making sure we have a date night scheduled and probably a double date scheduled at least every week. So we get to spend time with each other, time with like our friends. Yeah. And then same thing with the kids too. Because that's what we were kind of talking about more so.
Because we're going to be working so much to build this new empire, we have to work, right? So we're going to spend a lot of time working. So we're not going to get probably as much time with our family. So he's just saying, make those hours, make those time.
Make them count.
Make those minutes count. They're way more important.
Yeah.
Asking yourself, like, what's more valuable and not getting caught up in, asking yourself, what do you value, right?
Yeah.
What do you want for yourself?
Right.
And I know that I don't want to have a mansion and hella cars by myself.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I know that I want to share it with my wife and my kids. So that's the hard thing. What I've learned is to decompartmentalize my time with my family. Is when I'm with my kids, put my phone away, and really play with them.
Yeah.
When I'm with my wife, when it's date time, like enjoy that time.
Right.
Yeah.
When it's time to work, it's time to work.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
That's why I try to put like a couple hours. All right, these 4 hours are I'm at the office and this is what I'm working on.
Right.
When I'm at home, it's bedtime for the kids. I'm hanging out. I'm cooking for them. I'm playing with them. You know, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I was saying every hour isn't equal. Like an hour spent chilling at home, kind of scrolling, kind of paying attention to your kids is not the same hour as taking them to the park or playing hide and seek.
Yeah.
Like they're the exact same amount of time, but one has way more value than the other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Way more intention than the other. And one's going to like really impact your kids and family and the other one's not. So like 1 hour of like real active, hardcore, like play time with your kids is way better than 6 hours of just kind of being around.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like
Exactly.
spend the 1 hour super intentional and then spend 5 hours working and they won't know the difference.
I
You
will
know what
drink. I'll drink like a cup of coffee. I'll chug a
At night?
cup of coffee at night just so I could play with my kids. I'm
Same.
like, all right,
Yeah.
next 2
Here we
hours.
go.
Next 2 hours. I'm so
hard.
tired sometimes. Next 2
Yeah.
hours, I'm sprinting. I'm running at the park with them. I'm playing with them. And the transition to get into that. So like if I'm pulling up in the driveway and I know I got to play with my kids.
Yeah.
I'm saying, and dude, I do this all the
Yeah.
time. But in my head, I'm saying, rockstar dad, rockstar dad,
Yeah.
rockstar dad, rockstar dad, rockstar dad.
Yeah.
So I go in there and wrestle. I love wrestling with my kids. That's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
But, play with them. You know what I'm saying? But same thing with the wives too. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
and your
Wrestle,
relationships.
play with them.
Right. Jenna's all
Right. She's all, play with me, bro. No, that's Anna, actually. Play with me, bro.
No, it's so true. That transition moment's everything too. I say the same thing. I say,
Yeah.
what would the best dad do in this next
Yeah.
moment?
Yeah.
What would the best husband do in this
Right.
next
But-
moment? And then try to
But it's
live into
hard
that.
because life gets you, man. And you're like, you want to make money, you want to provide, you want to do all this
Yeah.
stuff. So sometimes you forget, and sometimes I feel like I am Adam Sandler in Click, dog. I feel
Yeah.
like I am that guy where I'm just like, no, like forget it. When I'm at home, I'm just like chilling because I'm so tired. Like I rewatched that movie a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, dude,
Crying.
Yeah.
it's such a
I
sad.
need to
Cry-
watch that again.
Make you cry every
Dude,
single time.
that Anna thinks of that movie all the time because
Yeah.
like that was her dad's like
Aw.
one of his favorite movies.
Yeah.
So every time that movie
Oh,
comes
damn,
on,
sick.
I know, yeah,
What
yeah.
what movie always gets you
Click.
besides Click?
Any sports movie that like not any sports movie, but like the classics, Friday Night Lights,
The one that
Friday
always
Night
Remember the
likes me,
Titans, Glory Road, those
Alexis,
ones.
Texas,
Yeah.
Volume 3.
Wait a minute, who's that?
Get you what?
Notebook, Titanic.
Right.
No,
Yeah, I
movie
don't know.
always
What-
gets me. I don't know. Click. I can't watch Click all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't
No,
really
it's too hard to watch like over and over.
It's too hard to watch. I watch it like
Yeah.
once every like
50
5,
First
6
Dates?
years.
51st
love
Dates.
that
That's
movie.
a good
Good movie.
Love
Yeah.
that
That's
movie.
a-
No, that's a good movie.
Yeah, I honestly don't. I try not to watch sad or emotional TV or movies. Like I
don't
can
Or
I-
movies.
or sad or emotional movies.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
I
gotcha.
I don't. I mean,
Puts you in
I
a weird
will
place.
watch them and I can appreciate them and like them. Like This Is Us was a TV show. Did you guys ever watch that?
Never.
Oh,
I
This Is
had to
Us.
stop watching it.
It was just every episode
Every
was
episode
so
was so
sad.
dramatic.
And I'm
show
like,
is
why
that?
are you?
Why do I know that?
Why,
It's canceled already. It's done.
yeah, it's done. But it was like a big, massive show.
And every
Huge
year,
show.
every year, every episode
Was
was
just the
something to make you
saddest.
extremely
Fairly
sad.
new.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Randy
ish.
I think
Moore.
Emily was watching it.
Manny
Yeah.
Moore's
Yeah.
in it. It's about 3
Mandy Moore.
siblings. And it goes back in time to when they met.
Yeah.
Their dad was alive.
Oh,
blah, blah,
that
Yeah.
Mandy Moore movie.
Walk to Remember.
Walk to Remember.
That was a
Oh
good
my
one.
god, that was so sad.
That
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
See,
I will.
I
I
can,
watched.
I can visit those
Yeah.
things for a second, but like
Yeah.
getting sucked into a TV show and just being
Yeah.
sad
When I
every
go
time
to-
I'm watching it.
When
I
I'm
just,
going to sleep, I have to put on something dumb.
yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
Like I've been falling asleep to that '90s show.
Oh
So
yeah,
good.
is that
Is that
good?
So good.
I
Yeah.
like
It
there's
just
only
came
10
out.
episodes.
I'd say it just
Yeah.
came
Darn,
out.
it's so good.
Yeah.
Really?
The
It's
first show's
it's
a little
Red and
corny.
Kitty, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the
They run
same
the-
parents.
They run
They-
the whole show.
They
That's
make
tight.
it. They
They're
make
the
it.
lead.
They're so funny.
They're the lead.
That's tight.
Kitty's like
Yeah.
reminds me a lot of my mom. Like she just wants the kids around. She
Yeah.
wants the kids in the basement. She wants them like eating the food. She wants just them around.
You know what
Yeah.
I don't?
That's so funny. What?
They go to the basement and they smoke weed. They smoke weed and they hotbox the whole basement. But then they walk, but their eyes are never red. They go up to the kitchen, they talk to Kitty, and they never know they're high. You'd smell that.
Right, come on, dog.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right. It's not like they had pens back then, right?
That's
in the
so
90s.
funny. The 70s. Too.
No,
That
no.
70s show is
I
so
watched
good.
this. I watched the sad ones with Anna. Like we'll watch like Euphoria was a big one for us.
Was that emotional?
It was really emotional.
Really?
And but it just like it doesn't bother me so much like it being sad because I'm with her, number one, and it gives me a good perspective on like spending quality time. It's a good reminder that you have to love people hard. You have to
You're like,
love
"Come here,
with
baby,
intention.
pat my
Exactly.
shoulder."
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So those
They're-
are good.
they're
times.
good. They're definitely
But
good
not.
lessons.
But like you said, not getting so sucked in where it's
Yeah.
like ruining your day. 'Cause,
No, well, my
you know
thing
what I
is
mean?
like
I watch scary shit too.
TV's
before bed.
entertainment for me.
yeah.
TV's like entertainment. If
Yeah.
I'm gonna be entertained, like I want to
Yeah.
laugh or like get excited, like action, like fighting, like
Sure.
You don't want to
That's
be
what-
excited.
I'm not too excited.
Yeah,
Not too excited.
Alexis, Texas.
That's funny.
Wait, someone just said something that made me want to.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Alexis, Texas.
Yeah, you were
Anna
saying something.
liked that Bridgerton
No.
one, which is basically a porn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
soft.
Oh,
I really
a
like that too.
woman
I couldn't
porn.
I couldn't get into that one.
No.
I never watched
I give
it.
one. I
Those
give
two
them.
shit
I give them.
They
one
were
to
too
two
into
episodes.
that guy. Like who
Yeah,
are
they
they?
were
Yeah.
way into that guy.
Way too into that dude, and he wasn't in the second season, right?
Right.
So they were
He,
like,
like, got
ah.
canceled.
I was like, I'm
Yeah.
out
That's
of
why
here.
Emily was like, yeah,
I'm out.
I'm not into it.
What is-
For
what
sure.
Actually, I
was
think she
it?
finished.
I
the
don't
whole thing.
remember. We could pull him
Was
up.
he the black guy? The
Yeah,
black dude?
Yeah, I forget his name.
Everyone was super into him.
And he died or what? They
No, they
No,
just
they
did
were
a
just,
different
like-
story.
Yeah, different
yeah,
story,
yeah,
so.
different story.
Emily was super into him.
She
I
was
remember her
super
talking
into
about.
him.
Yeah. It was
I remember
funny.
her talking about him. I don't remember what she said, but it was
Damn.
funny.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I like sad stuff. I actually, this is going to be a really weird thing, but I really appreciate funerals.
Funerals?
Funerals.
Funerals?
Yeah, like because of the perspective
Yeah.
thing.
Do you
But
like
I
wedding?
don't want to hang out at a funeral. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing. Like I went to a funeral this weekend for one of my friend's grandmas that
Oh,
passed.
shoot.
Never
Uh-huh.
met her, but we just went to like support my friend. And like there is something really sobering and like perspective that's like great about a funeral.
Yeah.
But again, like if I'm watching TV,
You don't know.
I don't want to. You know what I mean? I don't want to feel those things. Like I can get myself there other ways. You know what I mean? I can reflect other ways, but there's something.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of funerals.
No, they suck. They're horrible. They're horrible. But perspective wise, like
Yeah.
there's something really sobering and.
I'm not sober.
Yeah, me neither. Not right now. But yeah, there's
Right.
something
Yeah.
interesting about a funeral.
When I first got my real estate license, the first movie I watched was Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Just to
I
get
still
in
have
my
not
set.
seen that movie.
What?
Wow,
You haven't seen that movie?
Never seen
Oh,
it.
dude, it's so tight.
It's crazy.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a true story, which is awesome.
When I got my license, I felt like Will Smith in Pursuit of Happiness when he was clapping.
Yeah, that's how I felt too.
I've never seen that movie either.
Dog.
What?
I've never seen that
I
movie.
took that test 5 times, so I felt that.
Bro, I was the
When I
last
passed?
one. I was the last one to
did
finish
you-
my test.
Me too.
And the
Every
ca-
single time.
Yeah, and the cameras, they see me. I didn't give a fuck. It went off. It said 77, and immediately just tears down my face.
That's
dog.
what's
Dude,
up.
Dude,
I
That's a
cried too.
moment. That's a
Yeah.
I
movie
cried too.
moment.
Because every single time.
What did
Yeah,
you
I
do when
think
you
you
got
get like,
home?
how long do you get to take the test?
An hour.
It's like
No,
4
like
hours.
4
Like
hours.
Yeah.
4 hours?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
took 4 hours.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because I'd sit there and I'd see somebody get up and go, I'm like, ah,
Like,
shit.
damn, right? It
And then
makes
I
you
see another
nervous.
person get up and go, now like,
Yeah.
then I'm like,
You know what,
am I
I-
the only one in this
Dude.
room?
Yeah.
And I am.
Damn.
I was
Right.
the last in the room every single time.
Right.
That shit
failed.
took me an hour and a half. Because you know why?
Huh.
I was like, if I don't know this shit right now, I'm not going to know at the end of the fucking test. Like, I'm just going to answer right now.
If I don't know it now, I'm not going to know it in 45 minutes.
right.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Dude,
so
So
I
you
would
just guess?
yeah.
I went through the whole test. I go through the whole test. Then I go back from one and do the whole test
You
again.
did?
Yeah.
No.
It took me the
You know,
whole
there's
time.
a
yeah.
trick. What's it called? It's like the 10, 20 or something like that. If you
Mm-hmm.
can't answer this, so you go through the test. If you can't answer them in 10
20
seconds,
seconds? Uh-huh.
you skip it. Then if you then you skip it and then you go all the way through.
Yeah.
Always save the math for last, and then go back, start all over, and
Mm-hmm.
the questions you miss, if you can't answer them in 30 seconds,
Yeah.
skip it. And then,
Yeah.
then you
Never
go through
change your
Interesting.
ansers.
and then
Yeah,
you
yeah,
answer your
don't
answer.
change
And then
your
the
answers.
last one is if you can't answer them in a minute, skip it, and then you guess after.
Yeah.
Oh, and then you answer C.
The answer C, right? Yeah.
C.
It's like 10,
Damn.
31, 10, 31,
C.
C.
Oh, okay.
Math for last.
That sounds like a form. Have you filled out your 1031C?
I got my. I had to do the same process for my insurance license.
Oh, I forgot you got that.
yeah.
You
what
got
the
your
heck?
insurance license?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
You
to
don't
sell-
want
like to
that.
sell
I can
insurance?
go work at freaking Jake State Farm right now if I want to.
Oh, this was a while ago, huh?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
2015.
18.
18?
Oh, yeah.
It was 18 because
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
when we were
18.
on the Believe tour.
Yeah,
We were
it
studying
was
for it.
sudden.
Yeah.
I got it the first try, and I thought that was hard, but I got it the first try, so apparently it wasn't that hard because real estate took me like
Yeah.
a shit ton.
Yeah. It's a while.
Three
think
times for the
they make it
school
hard.
and 4 times for the school, 3 times for the state.
State. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Well, it makes sense that it needs to be hard.
Yeah.
Because, like, we're dealing with so much, like, with people's most precious asset, with a lot of money. It's funny because, like, sometimes you'll
So
look
much
at
money.
sometimes you look at the form and it's just numbers. But when you really think about it later,
Yeah.
even a house that's $200,000, $200,000 is a lot of money,
Yeah, it is.
and you're being
a big
trusted
asset.
with that
Yeah,
much
it's
every
insane.
time.
It is a lot
Thank
of
God
money.
Yeah.
for your
And we're
a
like-
broker.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
God for broker. Thank God for our broker. His name is Larry.
He's
Thank
the
God.
best.
Oh,
for
yeah,
him.
Larry's awesome.
Thank God for the O&R insurance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that shit helps so much, and it just makes you feel
Yeah.
so. As long as
Yeah.
you know what you're doing, obviously, but
Yeah.
also like, don't say anything that's gonna incriminate yourself.
Yeah.
Don't say, "Oh yeah, for sure, yes, no." Just say, "Oh, I don't know. Let me get back."
Let
to
me
you."
check. Yeah.
Let me
Let me
check.
check.
Let me
Let me
get
check
back
with my
to you.
broker.
Let me check with my broker.
Every
That's
time,
gonna save you.
every time I've
license.
called Larry,
Yeah.
he's always picked up.
Yeah.
There's
he's-
never
yeah,
any
he
time
does.
that I've left him a message, I think. And if I did, he called me
calls
right
you
back.
right back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I text him all the time.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot of agents.
Yeah.
A
A
ton.
lot.
Like a lot
He
of
has an
agents.
assistant broker now too. It's,
Oh, really?
Lobna.
No.
Yeah, she works for him.
What? Are
Really?
you sure?
That's cool. She knows what she's doing?
She's
Yeah.
the one that told us our freaking.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
the one that
She
told
does
us-
have a broker's
Yeah.
license.
Yeah.
So she's assistant. She helps
Right.
Larry?
I think she's an associate broker.
Associate broker.
Which,
at
like,
Hague
there's a
Partners.
lot of associate brokers at Egg Partners.
Yeah. This is 72 sold for
That's
listeners
like
out
any
there.
agent that has a broker's license that doesn't have their own brokerage.
Got you.
So, like, in 2 years or even a year and a half for you, you could get your broker's license and you'd
Oh,
be
man,
an
I gotta
associate broker.
Renew my license pretty soon.
I don't know. Do I want to be a broker?
Heck no, I don't want to. Why would you want to be a broker?
Yeah, no.
You do it.
I might do it.
Yeah.
Look, we're
If
living
it's
a
beneficial.
life right now. Look at it. We got OR insurance. We don't have to pay for insurance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we could go get our own LLC if we wanted to, and go start buying and flipping homes. Like,
Which we're
I
going
think we
to.
got this. I think we got
Yeah.
it. I think we got this the
Right.
systems in place.
Yeah.
Some people are just good at it.
Not
It's,
just yet, but we're
Yeah.
working towards
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
We're
yeah.
learning.
Got it.
Almost
Yeah.
there.
We're
Yeah.
crawling.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
crawling.
we're
crawling.
coming up.
right.
We'll be there.
If you're
We will
listening
be
to
there.
this, I would want to know why you're listening to this, right? Hit us up on Instagram. Be like,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
'Cause she's married to me. That's why she's
Right.
Number
Hey, at
one
least
fan.
your wife
Love you, babe.
listens to it.
She
My
does.
My
does
wife
not
does
listen.
not listen to
Lorraine
this.
listens
Yeah.
to every episode.
Yeah.
That's why these clips are important because that's
I
why
know-
my wife will listen
At
to
least
the
see the
clips.
clips.
Your
at
wife
least.
was
Right.
like, oh, Nico, what you said was so funny, blah 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 blah. I'm like, I have no idea what I said.
It was
You
the,
don't
guac-
know-
it was the
you don't
guacamole.
listen to the
scene.
podcast?
I don't listen to the podcast.
I don't listen to
You
I'll
it.
listen to 'em.
I can't listen to my own voice.
Yeah, it's a
Yeesh.
little weird. I listened to the first few we did like 2 podcasts ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we should put this on the podcast so it's always. We could always come back and listen to this. You ready?
What?
Fuck the Cowboys.
Whatever, man. Sweet revenge is coming. One day.
It'll be a while.
It'll be a while.
Keep waiting for that day.
Fill me
The
up.
Israelites waited for 40 years in the desert. I will wait with the Cowboys. I will wait. And one day.
Yeah, I'll take some.
Some bourbonito.
A little bit. Just a little.
All right, where do you guys? Where do you see yourself in? Not yourself. Let's see. Where do you see us?
Record yourself so we can get some clips.
Yeah.
10 years. Where do you see? Where do you see this team go in 10 years?
10 years, I see our own building. I see our own agents like underneath us. I see us with more time. Like I said, everything I'm doing this year is to get my time back. You know what I mean? I feel like I don't want to waste any time. Like I like jumping into this new skill set of learning how to start like flipping and getting to real estate investments. I was kind of like, at first I was kind of like, I don't even really, I just started being an agent. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I can just jump into other stuff right now, but why not? You know what I mean? If I want my time back. So I see time, I see, you know, our like being able to spend time with all of our, you know, our wives, kids, you know what I mean? And then not only that, I see that, you know, one of my biggest things for me and why I jumped into real estate was to also help, you know, our people at Electro. Like dancers who, you know, want to make it and, you know, need help. My whole thing, like my New Year's resolution on your video, like sometimes it's funny. People don't think I'm serious when I say this. Like, I just want to help people. Yeah. Like I remember, I think it was in one of my meetings somewhere. Maybe it was in school. I can't remember. But they were like, who's in this to help people? And I looked around and I was like, and then he was like,
no one's in this.
And I was like the only one. And he was like, it's about the money. And I was kind of like, well, I want to make money, but I also want to help people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's my biggest thing is like, if I could help people reach their goals, like then this is a job well done for me. You know what I mean? That's my biggest thing. That's what I want.
I mean, that's why like we started, a mega crew. Then we started a studio.
Yeah.
Right. It wasn't because I wanted to make money because there's not a lot of money in dance.
No.
But it was really to create opportunity for people who didn't have what we had, a studio, who didn't have teachers, who didn't have like to give them the chance to dance on TV or create better dancers, better people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Help people.
Now we get to do it this way.
Right. And maybe, I don't know, maybe there is a little bit of, and I try to check myself on this because maybe there is a little bit of vanity. Like I really try to check myself on, like, I don't want people to come back and be like, George was amazing and he helped me reach my goal. Like I have to check myself on that too to make sure that that's what I really want is pure. Like I'm not looking for accolades or looking for people to come back and be like, George is the reason why I survived or Electra. You know, I genuinely just want to help them. And if they never say thank you, that's fine. I did what I really wanted to do in the first place.
In China, they put people down and they hate on them so that way they can build you up. And then that way they can be like, I did this for you. It was me.
See, I don't like that.
That's a real thing. People do that.
Yeah. I don't like that.
Where do you see us in 10 years, Neat?
10 years. 10 years, I don't know, man. I haven't really thought about it. I just asked that question to see what you guys would say. But 10 years, I could see us all really well off, to be honest. Helping people, being, you know, successful businessmen, successful, and having like still a great friendship, and all of our kids growing up together.
In 10 years, I'll have a 16-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 10-year-old.
Sheesh.
Or 11-year-old.
10 years, I'll have a 14-year-old.
Yep.
I'll just have a 10-year-old.
12-year-old.
We'll have teenagers.
I'll have a 10-year-old.
And a 10-year-old.
I'll have a 10-year-old and I'll be the oldest one here.
At this rate,
I'll
and
have
I
a
will have like a
16-year-old,
5-year-old
almost 17-year-old.
probably by that time.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Isn't that wild?
Right.
I think we'll all be millionaires too. I think individually we'll be millionaires, and as a whole, Elite Brothers will own. I think we'll probably have over 500 properties.
Yeah, absolutely.
In 10 years, we could have over 500 flips, whether flips and sell them, Airbnbs, holding them. We could get 500, I think.
Yeah.
10
How many
years.
Airbnbs is?
I think they have 8.
They currently have
House of
8,
Vikings.
holding on to 8.
Yeah.
They have 8 short-term rentals.
Just long-term rentals?
I don't know if they have.
They
have a few.
But they've done over 500 deals in 10 years.
Wow.
So I'm saying it's possible.
Oh, for sure.
And they didn't have. We're talking about Luke and Jake. They didn't have anybody to really learn from, right? They kind of just bet on themselves and learned.
Figured it out.
Which is cool.
Now we get to learn from them.
And now we're actually learning from them, standing on the shoulders of giants, which is great.
You guys talking about freedom. These guys make good amount of money.
Oh, yeah.
But Kyle was saying earlier, they're here.
Yeah.
All the time.
Nonstop.
Yeah.
They're
But I
early,
get.
and they're the last ones to leave.
Is it
But I
bad
think
they're
to
consistently calling on to keep things flowing and stuff. They're working.
Yeah,
I think
all the time.
I think what it is and what I'm looking for, and when I say reclaiming that time back too, is building better systems. Because yes, they are here, but they also have their systems in place.
They also don't own a dance studio.
That too.
So
this is their
5 o'clock,
only
they're going home
focus.
and hanging out with
Exactly.
the kids, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Urban.
So between real estate investment for Elite Brothers, our studio, Electro, training, taking the time, which feels like it's funny. It's counterintuitive almost because it's like you have to give time to train people so that you can take that time back later. You know what I'm saying? So, but making the proper systems in place and taking that maybe 6 or 7 months, even to a year, would be tough. But in the long run, if everything's set up, then yeah, you do have that freedom. You know what I mean? At least that's how I think about it. I don't know.
In 10 years, I'll be 41.
Damn.
And I feel like that number's actually not that big anymore.
No, it's not.
Like,
No,
you know what I mean? Like, we'll be barely,
Definitely not.
No.
This guy-
but you know what I mean? We'll be barely starting our 40s in 10 years.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, 10 years from now,
I'll be well
15
into my
years
40s
from now,
in 10 years.
I'd love to compound skill stack
Yeah.
and like
Skill
really
stack.
have something to show for it 10 years from
Yeah.
now. But honestly, I also wouldn't mind if 10 years from now is when I really start pouring in the time and energy
Yes.
into business.
Yes.
Like right
Yeah.
now, because
Yes.
my kids are young, like I definitely want to grow, and I
Can
definitely
you
want
imagine
to.
how much work? Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
But can you imagine how much work we could get
Yeah.
done? Our kids are the same age.
That's what I'm
If
saying.
all of our kids are in school for 8 hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh my god.
That's what I'm saying. 10 years from now,
You'll have that
realistically,
in less than 10 years.
But
right?
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
less
So
than
the
10
reason
years.
why it's hard for for dads with young kids is you got to get them to preschool. They're only in preschool till 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go
and
pick
they
them up,
need
you know?
a lot of attention. Like when they're little, like they're developing so much and learning so quick. And that's the thing. Like that's why right now I want to work a lot and work hard, but I also way higher priority is raising my kids.
Yeah.
Way higher priority. That's why it's like this year, if I make X amount, I'm super happy. But as long as I make lower X amount, like my family's provided for. 10 years from now, though, realistically, like I'm preparing myself already. 2 of my kids aren't going to want anything to do with me. Like, you know what I mean? When you have teenage girls, like a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old girl, like I really hope they still like me and still want to hang out. Most likely, they're not going to want anything to do with their dad at that age. Unfortunately. I know, like, we'll reclaim and rebuild that relationship once they're a little bit older.
Yeah.
But, like, at that time, like, they're going to want nothing to do with me. I'll have time with Isla when she's 10, which will be awesome.
Right.
But, again, like, you're right. So much more of my time is going to be opened up in my 40s and 50s to really, like, build and develop and, like, really grow wealth. Right now, I just want to, like, have fun with you guys, build something meaningful, set a really strong, solid foundation for when we're when we're in a position to really like pour in the hours and pour in the time. Like I like working.
I don't think it's bad. I've been saying this, and I've been trying to second guess myself to see if it's bad or not. But work less, make more money. That's my goal. Like, I made the most money I've ever made last year, and my goal this year is to obviously make more money than I did last year, but by working less. And I think with the systems that we have in place, we've already kind of doing that. With what we're doing right now. So that's what I'm saying. Work less, make more money now, and then push in. I don't know. It's just a different way of looking at things. I think it's kind of like a work smarter, not harder kind of thing.
Yeah.
I love that phrase, and I think like that's something that I eventually want to aim for. I think right now, I think I live in the dirt and you live in the clouds. Like I think now, like I feel like work less and make more money is like the clouds. Like that's where I'm headed. Right now, I feel like I need to work more to make more money for the time being. But I think ultimately getting to work less, make more money.
Eventually, I want to get there.
I think when you work, I don't know. It's so hard right now since our kids are so small, and I think it's when you work, you work.
Yeah, and then when you're off, you're off.
When you're off, you're off.
Yeah. I was thinking earlier too when we were talking about our 135 about
What's 135?
The 135 is what your goal is.
Your one.
The 3 categories that will get you to that one, and then
priorities.
the 5
strategies.
Strategies are
for
like
each of those
practical.
priorities.
Practical action. To get you to those goals. But one of in the 3 category, I put lead generation too, because I think that like there's this market. I know, right? There's a market that I feel like I don't know. I don't hear a lot of people really tapping into that. There's a lot of agents, even in Arizona, that need leads. You know what I mean? And there's potential to make some money there too. People who are trying to, agents who are trying to find leads. That's like every agent's lifeline. Their sphere of influence and leads. So if we jumped into providing that service for them, if I figure out how to generate leads and then they come, to us to buy them, I think that's a good market right there. You know what I mean? So, and that hopefully is, again, just reclaiming time too as well, working smarter, not harder. You know what I mean? I'm much rather figure out how to provide 5 leads for an agent than having to run a whole listing myself.
Yeah.
That's just me personally though. You know what I mean?
Would you say that generating leads is the hardest part about real estate?
Yes.
1,000%.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the money is. That's where the attention is. Where money is.
Mm-hmm.
If you can generate attention, you can make money.
How
That's
do
why
we get
72
more
Sold
leads?
is so successful. They generate a lot of attention.
Yeah.
That's it. It's
Exactly.
all marketing.
Because
It's
they
all-
put
it's
all
all
their money
about-
into marketing.
It's all about
Marketing is everything.
It's all about being in front of someone's face.
Mhm.
all the time, even
the
if
time.
it's annoying,
Yep.
Yes.
even if it's
That's the hardest
Yeah.
part for me is I don't want to be annoying.
I know,
Yeah,
right?
me neither.
I hate being annoying.
Yeah.
I hate being
Me
like
I don't
a
mind
pest.
it.
But I'm learning. I'm learning not
they
to
say hit
mind
up all
it.
your contacts, your own sphere, of your friends, your family. But
Yeah.
I don't want to like bug my friends. I don't want to be that
Man.
guy. Like,
Well, I think there's a way
Yeah.
to do it that
Oh, he
like
got his license.
feels. I think there's a way to do it that feels genuine and is
Yeah.
real.
Mm.
Like that's why. Like my New Year's resolution this year, I had 2. One was to make people laugh more.
Yeah.
And then my other one, specifically my wife, I want to make her laugh more this year. But my other one is
That's a good goal to have.
It is.
my wife don't laugh for nothing.
I know. Same. My wife laughs at you guys. She doesn't laugh
would
at me.
Watch a funny movie and she just sit there, no smile. I was like, you're not gonna even crack a smile. Like that's just funny. Like she won't laugh. Laugh, bitch.
But I want to make people laugh more, and I want to show people that I care about them more. I want to show
Yeah.
people that I like appreciate them and value them more.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the one thing I think about. Funerals and death a lot. I think about me dying a lot. Like I know like it's inevitable, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think like, man, if I were to die, like the one thing I would want is like people to know that I like genuinely care about them.
Mm-hmm.
And I realize I have so many people in my life that have impacted and shaped me, and I want them to know that I genuinely care about them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what I mean. There's a way like real estate is so good for people that are good to people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like if we can just focus on being good to people,
Right.
like you know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Yeah.
like it's just
Yeah.
it's inevitable. Like we're gonna be
Yeah.
able to help people.
Well, I think part of it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I will say this: real estate has made me reach out to people I
Yeah.
haven't talked to in a long time.
Yeah.
Because not just because I want to work, get more work or more leads or whatever, but I'm reaching out to people that I actually cared about.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
That I haven't talked to in so long,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm connecting with old friends that I haven't talked to in a while, and it just feels good to like talk to them again, and then you
Yeah.
actually get in conversations and
Yeah.
you catch up, and then you just had a friend come from California,
Yeah. Oh,
and he told me like I remember you said that you texted a lot of your friends and stuff in your phone, and then I was
Yeah.
like, so what brought you to Arizona? He goes, oh, Kyle just texted me
Yep.
saying how much like he like I meant to him, and
That's
so
Now
I
he's gonna see this and be like, that bastard.
No, but I did. I
it was-
texted.
but
Yeah.
it's not like he was just he was texting like real friends that he hasn't talked to in a long time.
Yeah.
and he's like, and I
texted
like,
him randomly,
He's like,
yeah.
he told me he's like, I felt that, so I said, hey,
Be on the next flight.
I'll be on the next flight out
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
He came out and hung out
crazy.
with us this weekend,
Yeah.
or like yesterday.
guy.
this
Now he's
weekend.
gonna move to Arizona.
Now he's moving to Arizona.
Right.
Maybe get his license. Maybe join the
Wow.
team.
Right.
And he wants to sell his house.
Literally
Yeah.
from a
Great.
text message, just like, "Hey man, just thinking about you." You know what I mean? Like
And
that's,
he's
that's
such
all it was.
He was such a cool dude, and
Yeah.
he said
Yeah.
he grew up with you. You guys were
Yeah.
best friends as kids, and he was
Yeah.
devastated when you left. And now,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
he might move out here
It's
because
wild.
of a single text.
Right.
He hasn't talked to him so long.
I feel like I spend
That-
a lot of
that
time in
was
the
dope.
car, so I'm calling people too now. I call my friend Nick.
Yeah.
He's in Seattle now. He's from
Oh, yeah.
here.
It just-
Talk to him every time. I'm like going to like a listing. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's like, oh, this is a good little moment for a conversation with Nick, or call my dad, or you
Yeah.
know whoever or whatever.
And because you
That's
reached out to
awesome.
him and you connected with him,
Yeah.
he's a he's trying to get his contractor license or whatever, right?
I think he has it. Yeah,
He has a
yeah.
contract license.
But he wants to.
GC?
Yeah.
Guess what we're gonna be doing?
Yeah.
We're gonna be fixing
Wait,
flipping
Vic has
cars.
his contractor
Yeah.
license?
And he
man,
knows
I think
his stuff.
I think
he
it's
knows his
through.
shit, man.
I think it's through the union.
He's a smart dude.
He's
yeah.
smart.
Yeah,
Smart
He's
guy.
a smart
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Hey,
yeah.
and he'd be
And he's
fun
funny.
and cool to work with.
Yeah.
Like, who knows?
Yeah.
Because you can reconnect it with
Yeah,
him.
I just burped into the.
You know what I mean? Now we have we have a new partner, and
Right.
you know what I mean? Who knows?
Right.
Damn, bro, you guys are nice. I don't text anybody. I don't text nobody. I don't call nobody. Matter of fact, don't call me. Don't text me. Don't do anything. Just leave me alone.
I think we're your guys. That's why.
He's just
Do we all have
joking.
Yeah,
best
he's just
like
kidding,
best
he's
friends
kidding.
outside of this group? Like I know I have Nick,
I do.
I
Yeah.
have Summit and Omar.
Summit.
but
Yeah.
they're still kind of our group though.
Nacho.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean?
Nacho.
Yeah.
Is that
Summit.
your boy? Summit?
Yeah.
Summit. Omar.
Yeah,
Nacho.
yeah.
I have other friends.
Yeah.
Got it.
Good friends.
I really got no friends.
Friends that I've been like recently connecting with more too.
Yeah.
Like, and I consider them really close friends.
Yeah, yeah.
We don't hang out all the time, so I don't consider them best friends. But when we connect, like, it's
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
You know what
It's
I
like
mean?
you don't miss, yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
got, I got Cameron.
Yeah, oh, you
And
can.
Bobby.
Yeah.
And then obviously the
Steven.
other four boys too from original Electrolytes. I know
OGs.
I know we lose like connection with them every now and then,
Oh,
but
the OGs.
I
but we
miss
always
those
pick
guys.
up. We always
So
pick
every time
up.
when I hear
yeah.
you guys, when I hear one of you guys are hanging out with some friends, I'm like,
Who's
Who?
hanging out? They got
Oh, yeah,
friends. I'm
me
friends
too.
with you guys.
I'm low-key always pissed when
I'm like,
if George
where
is
are the-
hanging
where
out
are
with
the
anybody.
friends?
Yeah, I'm like,
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why I throw parties when I throw
Yeah,
parties.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
just get everyone.
Everyone
together, 'cause
there.
I have so many different
Groups of
Yeah, you
friends.
do.
Yeah,
because they all like different things. So like,
Yeah.
and I like almost like doing everything.
that makes
so.
me too nervous. Group mixing.
I get nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. 'Cause
Makes
we
me
got
nervous.
Friends from different.
Oh yeah, I was
Yeah,
nervous.
so-
I did a birthday party once when I
Uh-huh.
was like working at the church.
Oh,
So I had
no.
like church friends, and I think I invited you guys too.
Oh,
You
you're
guys-
nervous for us.
Oh, so
Do
nervous.
we come a bottle?
So nervous. Oh yeah, we came to party. I think I got like pretty.
Was it a
drunk.
tattoo party?
No, it was one at my parents' house, and like Ryan Gard was there.
oh shoot.
and
he-
you guys
he
were
hits me
all
up on
there.
Instagram
Oh,
all the
he's
time.
so
He's a
funny,
nice guy.
dude.
He's
I
funny, too.
love
Cool.
Ryan.
He's a cool guy.
That's
Love
funny.
Ryan. He was a big one that like impacted my life too. I texted him too.
Yeah.
Him and his wife like opened up their house for us to live with them.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Like when they
Oh,
had
I
2 little
forgot
kids.
about
Yeah,
that.
dude, we lived with them for like 6 months. Me and
I
Lorraine.
remember you
Oh,
told
yeah.
me. I remember that
Yeah.
time. Holy crap.
Yeah, we literally like moved in with them, lived in like a little room in their house.
He
and,
was
like,
Dang.
the pastor at.
yeah, he was a
Mission
pastor.
Church.
He was the youth pastor at the time, and I think I was interning at the time
Yeah.
at the
Mhm.
church
Yeah, you
too. Like didn't like have much work, and he just took us in. It was super
That's
dope.
it.
So, yeah,
Cool.
love
You still
that
go to
guy.
church?
Damn, bro.
Yeah, I do. So the
I go to
one,
Joel Osteen.
No, we get controversial. What?
I know it is. No,
Why not?
I fell off during the pandemic.
Yeah. I
So
think a lot of
pandemic
people, you know.
hit, which
Bro,
was a
most-
big thing,
you
but
know, a lot of Mormons withdrew.
oh
from
yeah,
that?
tons.
Oh,
But pandemic hit,
Damn.
and Lorraine started a new job and started working on Sundays at the same time. So it's like we never fell into a routine. I have the kids all by myself on Sundays, and like honestly, Lorraine, every time I bring them to church, she thinks
Yeah.
they get sick, and so it's like she doesn't
Yeah.
want. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
every time,
Was that
like
an excuse?
bring him to the nursery.
Yeah.
No, she literally doesn't want me taking him to church like half the time because she's like, I don't want him to get sick. Like we
Yeah.
have this coming up this
The
weekend. Like,
devil
yeah.
attacks.
I don't
hard
want
there.
to. So I watch services online still.
Do you?
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah. I
Yeah,
still
there's
watch
there's
services
certain people
online.
that I listen to and watch, but it's hard to go because when I'm there, I feel like it's just I don't know. There's a facade with people, you know what I mean? That
There definitely
like
can be.
like I wish like people didn't play church all
Yeah.
the time. Like if like I know you're normal, dog. Like don't hey brother
Talk
me.
to me
You know what I'm
later.
saying? Like
brother.
like 'cause
All right,
stop.
Some
You know
people
what I'm
are
saying?
like they are like method actors.
Yeah.
So in that role that
Yeah.
I think are like that all the
I'm
time.
like just be real,
I used
dog.
to
You
go
know
to
what I'm saying?
I used to go to mission. Like we used to go to mission all the
Yeah.
time,
Call
and
people out.
I used to go to
Yeah.
a non-denominational
Uh-huh.
Christian church.
Yeah.
But is that what it is?
Yeah.
non-denominational.
Non-denominational. That's how much I haven't been to church.
Yeah.
No, but we used to go all the time. But then I think there was like one time they said something about like sins and stuff, but like
Yeah.
it was bad for like the whole gay like
Yeah,
Oh,
so I
yeah.
can't. That's a big
that.
reason why I can't.
And they were hating
dude.
on
yeah.
it a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, they can't get into heaven. And then it's just like, to me, I was like, how is that right?
Yeah.
If there, you know what I mean? There's just a lot to it, and then I also don't believe in religion, because I believe there's too many religions in the world for just only one to be right. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I kind of stopped going. Doesn't mean I don't believe. I believe in God. I believe in a higher power. But
Yeah.
It's interesting. The whole playing church thing is like so real.
It's the biggest turn off down church.
I honestly, I'm opposite.
Let's get real. Let's get real.
I'm trying to get.
It's so
Let's get
true.
real,
You can really tell when someone's like playing something.
Yeah.
But like, I take it as an opportunity to try to break down whatever wall they're putting up. You know what I mean? Like when they talk to me like that, I'm like, I know how to slow the conversation down. Like when they're using their church voice, their Sunday excited voice. Yeah. Like, and I can tell I can slow the conversation down. Right. Like break them down and like try to get them to talk normal with me.
I just curse a lot around them.
There you go. That works too.
Yeah.
And they're like playing church. I'm like,
what about the Christian people that like
curse?
It's
fucking awesome.
Dude, I love that. Honestly,
here's the thing. I think people who curse are more real, because they're not holding back. They're just like,
and they're smart. I think, people who curse.
There's some study that says
there's a lot of people I know who are really smart, and they curse
I just think that God is big. If we believe in God, I think He's bigger than your potty mouth. You know what I'm saying? I just really do. I really do. I don't think He's gonna be like, thanks for the prayer, son, but can you not cuss? He doesn't care. Do you know what I'm saying? It's so petty, such a little thing. And if you okay, years ago when I invited you to church. Oh, my gosh. Years ago, I invited Kyle to church. You guys were there.
This is the first time I ever went to.
First, they made us take our hats off.
Bro,
like you guys.
First experience.
You know where I was?
No, you were there. You were there.
You were there.
Fresh to death.
Yeah, you were there.
You
weren't?
No, you know where I was? Church camp.
Church camp?
Were you really?
I was at Young Life. Church camp.
Right.
So
Might have been.
4 of us?
But the first with Amani J. But
heard about it.
Right. But this is Kyle's first experience with church ever.
Yeah.
And the first thing
I think I was.
You were.
And the first thing the pastor says from the pulpit in front of the whole congregation is, "This is the house of God, son. Take that hat off."
It's like, we respect the Lord in this.
What the hell?
We were like all of us kind of like just
we're the dancers, dog.
Tails between our legs.
Bro,
we're the performance.
Right.
Yeah,
you hired.
And now, on the contrary, thank God, at one point, Nico was like, "Come to my church. You can wear your hat."
Yeah. That's what got me to church.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. You said you could wear a hat. I was like, I'll check this place out.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Kyle was like, I know I'm balding. I got to keep this hat on.
I always got to wear a hat.
He was balding at 16.
Have to do my hair, do the swoop, the giant comb over.
Hella hairspray.
But see,
real.
That's my point where I'm talking about playing church. I'm like, dog, it's a hat, bruh. We're talking, if you're really trying out here saving lives, and the difference is between him and a hat. Do you know what I'm saying?
remember that cat also like explicitly said, we're going to take a collection because your pastor needs a vacation. Dead serious. I was like, I'm never going to church. Daddy's like, your pastor needs a vacation. Your pastor needs to go to the Bahamas. I was like, where are we? What is this? How do I start one of these?
Right. Goodness gracious. So
oh man,
churches make the most money.
They bring a lot of money.
They got a lot of ridicule.
I heard a lot of them for real estate purposes buy strip clubs.
Do you really? Do they really?
Yeah.
Where'd you hear that?
Yeah. Well,
you know why? Because the strip club and the church have the same layout. The stage, the open layout.
The DJ.
No, Google it. It's true.
Oh shit.
Bar in the back.
Go give it a Google.
No,
do it.
I don't.
Most churches buy strip clubs.
Pull it up.
No. Not most churches.
No,
but there are
because
some.
The layout is the same.
There are some churches that have used or turned strip clubs into churches.
Yeah.
It was like kind of like a fad a little while ago. Yeah, it was
they
a
have the
thing.
same layout.
Yeah.
Because they have the same layout.
Weren't you the one
Not
who
because
taught me that?
not because there was the
Google
same
strip
layout.
clubs.
It was no, I'm not pulling that up on the big screen.
Right.
I mean, like into churches.
Lorraine checks my search history.
Strip club in the church.
What are you into?
What are you
Kyle?
into, man?
You don't want to know. What are you guys into?
So,
I don't know, man.
real estate.
You know, yeah. You guys, that's for another
You guys
another
just
podcast.
lost all your Christian clients right here with this conversation. Notice how I kept my mouth shut. I ain't saying shit.
You just lost them right
I
there.
love my God, baby.
I love my God, baby. Oh my God.
I watch Joel Osteen every
Hallelujah.
Sunday,
That's-
baby.
I'm bad.
Joel
Joel
Osteen. Is
Osteen,
he still
yeah.
on TV?
No, I don't
He's
know.
good. I don't know. Do you think he's real?
No. I think
There's
he's
a lot
nice.
of,
I think he's a motivational speaker
Yeah.
who's found his niche.
It's tough
And
with
plays
those.
on it.
Yeah.
Plays on it. Yeah.
It's tough with those
Smart.
those big.
People say
TV
I go to
pastors,
church.
man.
I watch Joel Osteen.
That's my mom.
Yeah.
Really? She watches Joel?
She used to. I don't know.
She still
Does she
watches
still?
Joel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
I don't want to say he's like
Do you think
always wrong or
Do you
anything
think
like
his
that.
accent is real?
Yeah.
Yeah,
of
I think
course.
I
his
feel like that's
accent's
the
It's
a
from
lot
music.
of
It is
people
a thing, though.
they talk in that accent.
I think everybody needs
You know what-
a certain some.
you know
It
what
works
the
for
take-
some people,
that
and
twang,
for other
right?
people, they need
You know, I
other
like
stuff.
when the pastors are like, and you know, God, He loves this, and He wants you to preach on Him. He wants you to do this. He wants you to go, and then He wants you to do this, and then He really wants you just to dial in. You know, like they
Yeah,
go
yeah,
back,
yeah.
the tones
And
look
down.
up and down.
that's sales. That's a sales tactic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
sales.
You
I
learn
do
that in
that.
real estate
I do
101.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sales
dude.
101.
I use that.
Do you remember,
Kyle's
like-
great at it?
Do you
Today-
remember like
It's
sitting?
because I was a pastor.
Today we
young
got a
kid?
new listing.
Do you remember sitting? Oh, do you remember sitting as a young kid in church? This is the last thing we can move on from church.
I never went to church as a kid.
Okay. Do you remember sitting there as a young kid in church, and like the pastor says something from the Bible or says something, and you're like,
Amen.
no, you're like, what the
what?
fuck? Wait, what? What? What is?
Yeah, super confused.
Wait,
Always.
hold on.
Wait, go back to that part.
I don't agree with that. Hold on, not me. Hold on, you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was like,
Yeah.
I was questioning like, no,
Yeah.
not me.
Right.
All right, last one I gotta drive.
Last one of
Right.
those. Oh, I know, right?
Hey,
Thanks, my
we
guy.
don't drink and drive.
I got the taxi, so it drives itself. You know what I'm saying?
I brought an air mattress. I'm gonna sleep here tonight.
It's a twin,
My house
but
is around
Damn,
the
bro.
you want
corner.
to share?
There's room.
With this episode alone, we just lost all our Christian clients. My guy.
I didn't say anything.
He said
Or we gained a whole new following.
You know what?
One of the
Kyle-
two.
This is what
Yeah.
this is
Kyle's
what
good. Kyle
real
need-
estate. This is what I've learned in real estate.
What have you learned?
I learned so much shit, but one of the main things I've learned is that all the listings that I have begged for, that I've reached out for, I've told you
Are
this.
the
Yeah.
worst ones.
The ones that I've begged for, the ones that I kept calling for that signature, are the clients that have given me the most pain and the most they've been the worst clients because I begged
Yep.
for that. So I'm not saying don't hustle. I'm not saying don't hustle to get that listing. Get it, get that signature. But if it's meant for you,
Yeah.
it was meant for you.
Right,
because
right.
Sometimes you can't force the signature. You
No.
can't force it because you're
No.
you're asking for a nightmare.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
and that's one big lesson for newer
Right.
agents too. That listening to this ridiculous podcast that has nothing to do with real estate so far.
A little bit.
A little bit,
Little bit.
poquito way, poquito.
Yeah.
is that
Where'd you get that phone stand? That's what I
He
was.
stole it from me.
is that what's meant for you will be for you, and don't try to force that.
That goes for women too. Like,
Yeah.
don't force it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, that makes
Wait.
sense though, because like even with our last
What?
client, we had a client, Nico and I, and we brought him offers that were like $30K over asking,
Yeah.
which is really tight for him, and
That
he
was
still
sad.
didn't want to sell. And I didn't.
That's insane,
It's-
especially in this market for someone to get 30K over the list price
Yeah.
and still say
No.
no.
Right. But here's the thing.
What?
I didn't fight him on it. I said, I just told him, hey, no worries.
Mm-hmm.
It's and that's what I love about the 72 process too, is that like it really makes us work hard.
Yeah.
And, they aren't obligated to pay us for bringing, offers to them even if they don't accept it, which is great. And he really likes me still.
Yeah.
Left me a positive review. And
Yeah, you
hope
didn't
and
force it on
exactly and hope
You
and-
didn't call him a jerk or
No.
fuck off after he decided to
Exactly.
cancel, which is great.
That's,
Right.
That's huge.
And that's what we kind of
That's a
learned.
win.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a win for me. I still count it as a
Yeah.
win because he's going to come back to me whenever he is ready to sell, or he's
Yeah.
going to refer me to somebody who's going to sell.
What did he say
Yeah.
about you? What's his review?
What do you say?
He said George was a professional. George was great. Although he couldn't change the mind of my wife.
Oh, he blamed it on his wife. That's
Yeah,
what
he
you
said,
always do.
although
Blame
he
it on
couldn't
his
Yeah.
change
wife.
the mind of my wife. He did a really great job.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah.
That's
And
awesome.
He really helped me out.
Yeah.
and he brought me good offers and stuff. So it was really awesome
Yeah.
review for George.
Yeah.
For not selling someone's house.
For not selling someone's house. Exactly.
That's what
That's pretty dope.
And that guy has 3 houses.
Mm-hmm.
Two to 3 houses. I'm sure we'll be getting a call from him.
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
then that's an SOI.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
What's an SOI?
Sphere of influence, which is with our company, if you sell a home that's considered SOI, your splits are much larger.
Yeah.
Better.
Yeah.
Better,
Yeah. But that's what I mean. But again,
So-
that's what it's about. Again, my whole goal is to help people and change people's lives and touch have a touch point with them somewhere in their
Yeah.
life. You know what I mean? And if I've done that, then then I think we
Do you
win.
ever think about the funeral test?
Where's their touch point?
Yeah.
Do you ever feel?
Like
Do you ever think about the funeral test? I think it's something
Funeral
I think
test?
about.
Like what people
are gonna
say.
show up
You know,
at
I
your
joke
funeral.
around
Yeah.
how I don't want people to text me, call me, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But the funeral test, do you guys know what it is?
Yeah.
At
We're
your
gonna have
funeral?
a lot of shit to. You better not die before us. I'm gonna have a lot of shit to say.
At your
No,
funeral?
the funeral test is how many people are going to show up to your funeral and
Yeah.
say positive things about you.
Uh,
That's the funeral test. And,
I hope
and
that
it's-
people that have negative things to say but don't show it to
I'm
me.
just
What do you
gonna,
think- what do
if
you think
Nico
about-
dies, I'm just gonna go up and be
You
like,
are
I'm not even
bitter.
say anything. I'm just be like, just crying.
What do you think someone's going to say at your funeral? What are they going to say about you if you
What do
die?
you
when
want
you
them
die?
to say?
What do I want them
No,
to
no,
say?
no, 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 no. What do you?
If
you What I
right
think?
now-
That's wishful thinking.
Wow,
What do
that's
you
a
think
good
they're
question.
going to say?
I don't know. I think that they would think I'm a good person. I don't know. That's a hard question.
Yeah.
Because I don't
That
want to
is a
sound
tough
vain either. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say like, oh, they would say George was a good man. They're gonna say what they're gonna say, and people will believe it, or they won't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I think I feel like I can say I've lived a good life and I've tried my best and helped people.
Yeah.
So if I were to die tomorrow, I think people will remember me for, at least being a good person to them at the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know though. I don't know. That's a hard question.
Then I say he's a good dancer.
He was a good dancer.
Nah.
He was a good dancer and a good love maker.
Make love good.
Make love good.
The way he threw that
It's a
leg
man's
up.
world.
The way-
Papa's got a brand new bag.
Sex machine, get up off of that thing.
James Brown.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah, it's James Brown. Man,
I love the way he threw
iconic.
that leg up.
Throw that leg up, throw the head back. Nah, man.
Oh yeah, I like podcasting with
With bourbon,
bourbon. Yeah, a little bit
Way better.
right?
I don't know what people would say at my funeral.
I really
So-
don't.
You want me to tell you?
At the gym, at the gym the other day, I saw this dude and I was like, man, like he had a shirt off. He was changing in the gym, and I was like, oh man, like I want to, like that's a size I want to get to. Like
Talking about
that's-
his wiener?
that's what I wanna get. Said he had his shirt
That's the
off,
size.
man.
Surgery can't fix that, my guy.
No amount of pills. No, I was like, dang, like that's like the physique. That's like the shape I want. I was like, I want to get like as big as that dude. And then I like walked up next to him and realized like I'm the same size as this guy. Like I have a critical and skewed view of myself, I think.
Yeah.
Like I don't think I can fully see me the way other people see me necessarily. And so like if I'm thinking about my funeral, I think I have like a slightly skewed view and maybe a more self-deprecating view
Yeah, for sure.
than like what other people.
Yeah.
At least that's what I hope.
Not who we-
You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
hope people think more of me than what I think of me. Not that I don't think a lot of me, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
What's
No,
that quote?
100%. It makes
We're
sense.
not who we think we are.
Oh,
We are what other people think that we think they think we are.
I don't think
That
that's
makes
it.
sense.
I got
I
it.
remember.
Wait,
I
say it
again.
know that
Say it
quote.
again.
I just
Say it
can't.
Hold
again.
on,
Yeah.
hold on.
Say
We
it.
are
Look it
not
up. Look it up.
Well,
we
we
are not
think we are.
who we think we are. We are actually. This is perception of who we think we
Okay,
are.
okay,
We are
keep
not
going.
who we think we are. We are actually who we think other people think that we are.
That's
Almost. I think there's another
No, that's
thing
the
in there
perception.
somewhere.
So we are not really who we think we are, right? We think the way Chava looks at me and thinks about me. That's who we think we are. Who I
Sal,
am.
for everyone who
No,
doesn't
we're
know
not
what
that.
Sal is.
Sal. But we're not that.
What are we?
I don't know.
We are
Finish
what
the
we
quote.
think
We're
we
the
are.
Matrix.
Finish the quote.